Okay, okay, there is delay of 20 seconds. That's good. There must be delay between the live and the live game. Otherwise, yes, it's excellent connection and we'll go live very soon. Welcome everyone, and today, after a long time, we are going to play Simul with our subscriber, our followers. So let me go live first. Yes, it's live now, and already many players had joined. We'll be playing with around 10 players at once. We'll be waiting for some players to join. In the meantime, we have some puzzles. Let's solve some puzzle. Okay, it's back to play. What do you think will happen, guys? Let me put this Simul link in the chat. Okay, let me have some music as well. First, let me check if it's working fine. Let me check if it's working fine or not. Okay, it's fine, and let's go. Let's see here. What if I go and capture this capture, then this comes up after pawn push, and capture pawn push. You cannot capture this one because bishop will be hanging, and if you will not capture, then there will be pawn push, right? And this means we just capture and win, right? So what now? Yeah, if I push the pawn, you'll capture this, and then after pawn push, I'm making the queen, and I think that's the right one. Oh shit! Just simply go and capture this one. It's the correct one. Okay, another one. Back to play. I think it's some. It should be mate. It should be mate. From where? We give check. There is one square, and then after this check, because this will be pin, and you will go here. Then I can capture this one. I think that's the right one. Yes. This is the only square to give check. Or simply you can go and capture the rook because there is no mate. I think this is the accurate one. Yes, that's the right one. Okay, we have another more players joining. In the meantime, we are solving some puzzles. You can also comment in the Jaikant Tiwari. Hi Jaikant. Those who are willing to play Simul game can click on the link above that's given on the chat of the YouTube, and just click on that. There will be a join option. You can simply join from it. We'll be playing in after 5 minutes very soon. It's already 10 o'clock and we will playing in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere. If you have joined the game, do not go anywhere because if you leave the page, you will be out from the simul. Okay, this is black to play. Again, I think there must be mate here after I just capture. No, if you capture this one, then queen captures. There must be mate. If you capture this capture, and this capture. So it's not possible. What if I give this check? Because two pieces are hanging. So I think this is the accurate one. Knight check, double. This is fork, and if king goes anywhere, then I can simply capture the queen, and if bishop captures, then I have rook captures. Right? Yes, this is the right one. Just capture the queen. Oh, I just blunder again. There was first check need to be given because there is checkmate coming up. So first check was there compulsory, and then simply capture the queen. This happens when you try to play fast. First check if there is any mating threat or not. So just try for it. Okay, the music is loud, so let me make it a little bit low. Again, it's black to play. Pawn on the sub. This is second rank, and maybe it should go for mate. If I go here, how will defend? Because if you capture, I will capture, and if you capture, I will capture with the rook, and then bishop goes, I'll capture with the bishop. So I think this is the correct. If you go here, if I go here, then after this is guarded by queen as well. So there must be something else. If I go and capture this one and then give check, then that is more accurate. Force. So I'll just select capture the queen. If I capture the queen, rook captures, and there's nothing that will happen. If I capture this one, I think I have to put my rook over here. The only option, yes, because if I just capture, this will be over. We'll just cross 2400 and we'll start playing Simul, guys. Just after 2 or 3 minutes, we'll just start the Simul. No matter how many players we'll have, we'll just start playing. Max, that is maximum player will be I think 10 and minimum maybe 5, I guess. So let's see here. We have white to play. If I capture this one, how? What happens if I just capture? What's happening to my mouse? Guys, if you are watching, please hit the like button, and of course, for those who have subscribed the channel, I'd like to thank them everyone for supporting me always and always being there with us. Thank you for your subscription and thank you for all liking all our videos and helping us. We have rook captures. Then after the check coming up here, so might be that will create an issue. So instead of that, what if I go and capture with this rook? Or there might be something else that can be played. First, just attack the rook, then this rook can go back. If I give check, queen goes here, and if king comes here, that might not be the accurate one, but I think there must be something else. Like I can attack the rook, and if you capture, I'll give check. No, that's not possible because rook will just completely go back. What's the accurate one? Which one do you think is accurate? For those who are watching and would like to play Simul games, the link is given above in the pinned message. They can simply click on that and just click on join button. We'll just be playing Simul. If time favor us, we'll be playing 2 Simul today. If not, one will be that and we'll just get it over. Only if one might be, or maybe that will be two. We'll see. Okay, I think what will be the accurate? What will be the correct one? Is rook captures and the e6 is the correct? I don't think this is correct. Or there must be something. What is the correct move? What do you think, guys? What could be the right answer? So many players have already joined. Soon we'll start the game. If I just capture with the rook, I think that's the only way I can find the good one. I just think if I capture with this rook, check is there. If I capture with this rook, there's nothing he can do, I think. And then check next, and that might be winning for me. I think this rook is the correct one. Yes, yes, that was the correct one. Now if I capture with check, this capture and rook check, will this consider? No. But if I capture this one, this capture, and there is queen coming up. Wait. Okay, some players are asking for the link. Link is given in the above. You can just see the pinned message. You can just click in that, and there's link. Though I'll share the link. Okay, guys, you can find the link in the chat message in the YouTube. For those who have subscribed our channel, I like to thank them, and we will be continuously playing and practicing with you guys. Also, learning much more things. Also, trying to increase your level and of course my level too, improving, learning, gaining and enjoying this pawn. might come up. How should I go? If king goes here, this pawn pushes, then what next? He cannot push the pawn, he have to go back. Now this must go for a draw. Like if go here, and if you push go here, if they push the pawn, then after I push, nothing is there. If this pawn was not there, we could simply push the pawn and it's waiting for. I think this is the only move. No. Okay, there is. Oh, just a simple move, and I didn't see that. Okay, guys, let's start the Simul game, and we'll be solving more puzzles later on. Doing live and solving some puzzles is very good. We have already how many players? Let's wait for some player, or shall we start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players have already joined. Shall we start? We have Cheshire Man with 2100 and his Niken Kusata and his FIDE rating is 1800 and something. Okay, he just left out. We have Eliminator. Eliminator, his rating is 2292. Going to be a great game. And we have WC Nepal. Welcome Nepal. We have others Chaudhary similarly. Bola Chaudhary, Sivaji. Guys, you can hear me, right? If you want to play, do not leave the page. We are going to start very soon. Once we start, we cannot accept any players, any extra players. So we are just waiting for some more players. Good night, road to be a GM. You can join if you want. It will be of 30 minutes. No problem if you want to. Players, I'm just waiting for a few more minutes. We'll start this after a few more minutes. This is what happened. I just clicked on puzzle again. Okay. Hey everyone, Sagar is there. Hello Sagar. Okay, let's see one more puzzle and then we'll start. It's back to play. King is open. If you just capture, check, and then after knight check, I think that is easiest one. No, first check, and then after if you go and capture this one, or first just capture this one, and then after you can simply capture the rook. That's the easiest one. Yeah, just because there is queen hanging out. Okay, this is if there was a pawn and king were a far away, then but it's white to play now. There is one pawn being an extra pawn, and now here if you push the pawn, it will create an extra pawn for black too. So you should not push the pawn. You should wait for black to push the pawn. Like if he pushes this pawn, I will just capture this, and then after if you push the pawn, I'll capture this one. Forcefully you have to capture, then I can go and simply capture, I think, this pawn. So why not to push this pawn, and he cannot push. If I push this pawn, he will push this pawn. My king will go here, then king will go here. Do you think will be the score, guys? What do you think will be the score? What is this move? Pawn push? Is he trying to play g5 over here? I don't know what's he trying to go. He's going for e5. Why did he play f6 immediately? If f6 is played, can I go for e5 immediately? E5, then what? Let's go for it. Okay, one player played. Mostly the player have here Sicilian on the board, but f6 by Niken Kusatha is very much. Let's go for Mora Gambit, mostly that is played in Bleach games. So, okay, he's a capture. So, first, wait for him. This capture, I don't know. There will be an isolated pawn on the e file. Will this work for him? This will be like giving up a pawn, but okay, just I just gave up a pawn. But my pieces are so advanced. I know it will. Is life going fine or not? Okay, this is fine. This is normal position for Mora Gambit, and the pawn is being attacked. I'll just defense it. Another Mora Gambit on the board. So he's go for e5. Shall I go for bishop to g5 or bishop to e3? Two options are there. I can go for bishop to g5, bishop to e3, and then bishop can go to the come to the g4. So instead of that, let's play h3 first, not letting white to come on the g4. So I think I can play this one. I like to go for longside castle in this case. Attacks the queen again. This castles. Okay, he didn't let me to play Mora Gambit. He wants me to exchange the pawns and simply go for normal game. Okay, everything went back. Let me have some good game. Nikian giving an advantage of so many pieces of development. Will I be winning the game or not? Let's see what will happen. But however, I have a good position in that game. Even I have a pawn down. I'm a pawn down, but look at my pieces. It's developed, well developed. Okay, he just went back. So I go my bishop out here. He wants me to capture this one and bishop captures. So I capture that one. No. Capturing will not count anything. So I have to move my bishop back. I could capture and knight could go on the g5. Okay. CBZ have blundered, I guess, because if cannot capture, if I go here, how will protect this c7? C7 is weak. Siva Portal, I think his name is Siva Portal. I just forget. Yeah, his name is Siva Portal. Knight goes in the B5. There might be check coming up, but after C3, how will defense C7 check? So knight C6, C7 check is coming next, and bishop might come on the D6, but there is two pieces attacking on the D6, so it's over. So instead of that, there might be pawn push coming up. In that case, I can capture this with the knight itself, and that is winning, right? So this is winning completely. Okay, there is another game, more gambit going on. He didn't want me. Again, this is same position, I guess. What if I go knight to d5? This pawn can be pushed, right? Okay, that's the problem here. When pawn to d6 is coming up, pawn to d6, I think there must be something here. What will be that? If I capture this one, bishop king captures, knight check is here. What next? Or shall I go for queen here? And then after this pawn pushes, think there should be something, but I didn't see that. Let's play a normal move then. Okay, he wants to play d5, d4, d5 to d4. So instead of that, shall I capture this one? This capture, there's nothing. So first I can go for attacking the knight. Okay, let's try for this. Let's develop my final rook. It's castle. Okay, he just pushed that one. Let me capture it. Okay, this is the move that I don't want that to happen. If I go here, this pawn will be hanging, but there is bishop coming up. So if he just captures, I will just capture with the I'll just capture with the bishop. Bishop captures, pawn captures. There's nothing. But if bishop captures, then after bishop capture, rook capture. This will be hanging. No, that do not make any sense. So I think I can capture this one, and this capture and queen goes here. How will protect this pawn? Maybe you'll go with the queen somewhere. Let me try for it. Or you can push the pawn. Okay, I didn't see that. If I go here, pawn pushes, I'll just capture, you capture, I'll capture with the knight. So that's not possible. Bola Chaudhary. Okay, let's pin the knight. This attacks the bishop. I'll go my bishop back. Is I don't think he have anything. Or he might be trick coming up. Then I can push the pawn. In this case, I cannot capture this one. There must be something going on, guys. Then I cannot capture this one. If knight was not here, it could be. But if I go my knight here and then after here, or even knight here and knight to, is it possible to play? If I can move this knight from the c6, then I can win the game. But how shall I play? If I move this one and then attacks the queen, but he have this coming up, so in that case I can simply capture the knight. So I think I can play this one. This looks like interesting move. Okay, why? I'll just move my bishop back. Next move I can just capture that, right? Okay, I'll just move my bishop back. Adersha wants to draw. Why should I go for draw? His came so late. Mostly in this case, we'll capture with the queen, and queen is developed, and bishop goes on the f6. That's the common variation of Scott's game when d6 is played. Okay, we got Adersha coming up here now. Let me develop my final rook. Let me develop my bishop. Let's go for more gambit in all the game. That will make more good. Now this attacks my queen, and if I attack his knight, where will it go? I have next move on the. Okay, isn't he have blunder? I think he have blunder because if I move my queen on the c3, then this knight will be attacked, and knight have to get protected. And next move I can go knight to b6. This too extends. I will be winning extends. So why not to attack? But there is a thing on the e4 waiting for. So instead of that, I have to attack with the queen on the b4. So what is this, guys? I think I have good position over here, but how to win? Can I push this pawn? No, because knight can come out here. So in this case, I think I have to think of more good position, more gambit, but how to play? Can I go for g4? Not letting knight to come on the f5 after pushing the pawn. Let's break the king side. Okay, I knew he's coming on the bishop to f6. The check coming up, but I have c3. He tries to extend. Was that the only move that can be played? I think that was the only move. This is hanging out here. If I post this pawn, okay, looks like an interesting move, but how shall I win? Can I capture this one? Then after pawn will be capturing out, and if I attack the rook, what next I will be playing up? Very interesting move. Very interesting. Since I cannot go and capture it out, I have to think of because this knight is hanging, so I think I have to capture it. There's no any move. Okay, let's capture it. Attacks my pawn. Let me post this pawn now. Let me try it out. Okay, I'll just keep check, and then after knight check is coming up again. There's d6, so let's gain my pawn back. Attack the rook. He saw what I was going to do. I was just going to capture this one, then after rook can come here, pinning the queen, and if knight comes out, I could simply go for. So that's not possible now. But what is this? If I capture this one, if you capture this, is it possible to play some good one? So I need to capture and try for some good. If I capture this one, then queen will capture it out, and if I capture this, then queen pawn will capture. There is no checkmate, so it's not possible to play it. So I think I have to think of something different. Let's go for this. Okay, just capture knight check is there. If knight comes out here, what will play? What is he planning to do? My next move might be knight check. So shall I go for knight to e4? I think this is winning. This might be winning. Early can opponent no. Once we start the game, you cannot play. So others we have. Okay, let's go for knight normal development. Is knight unprotectable? Seems like a knight is unprotectable. But let's attack the bishop. No, I cannot attack that. If I attack the bishop, then there will be bishop coming to the. So I think I have to play this one. Okay, this is normal one. Let's pin the knight. Where will this knight go? I don't find any square for this knight. But first I have to think of my bishop here. So let me go for knight 2. So that was a mistake, I think. I did a mistake. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did a mistake. So in this case, so I go for knight check, and if he captures, I'll capture with the pawn. And this will be really strong. Where will this knight go? I cannot find any square. This knight have to come on the d5. I can simply capture. This knight cannot come on the. Let's win the knight. So this is winning, I guess, guys. I think it might go for win. So first, let me defend my bishop. Let me defend my bishop. What did he? He just captured the pawn. My bad. Okay. Attacks my rook. I'll just capture with the pawn. There was bishop captures pawn, right? Will he see that? If knight goes here, this capture, bishop captures. Sorry, knight captures, attacks the queen. Where will this queen go? And next move, I can bring my bishop out here, and there might be check next. Full sacrifice count out here. I think this will count. If I go my knight here, he will just capture or capture with the knight. Queen have to move somewhere. And if I come my bishop out here, this knight will come out here. Okay, let's try. Let's have some interesting position. Guys, that might be very much interesting. Oh, this pawn is stack. So shall I push the pawn? This pawn push captures. I'll capture with this one, I'll capture with the knight, or even I can capture with the bishop. Or simply defend with the rook. Let's have a defensive move. Okay, this attacks the gives up the pawn. But why did he give up the pawn? Is there anything that's going to happen? Okay, I don't think any. Okay, if I capture this one, this knight is hanging. I just forgot of this knight going to be captured. If I go my knight out here, it be played. If I go my knight on the c3, he will just capture. I'll capture. That will be a bad one. Will that be playable position or not? I don't know. But I have to play good. Okay, let's go back. There's no other squares. Okay, if I push the pawn, knight will come out here. And again I push the pawn. Where will it go? Because knight cannot come here. Let's grab the another piece. Let's grab the another piece. Okay, just capture it out. Let's go for castle. Okay, I'll just capture this one as well. This is winning completely. It just went here. So I think I can simply capture this one, right? There could be something more good, but why should I go for more? I'm already winning. So let's capture this one as well. But if it's not receiving enough, okay, what's going on again? If I somehow go and attack this knight, then I could capture the bishop and the. Okay, just attack the pawn first. Just attack my knight. Is there any way I can defend it? Shall I go for simply go for attack of the queen? Shall I attack the queen first? You will capture, I'll capture, and might be go back. Or if he captures, I'll capture the queen, and if captures, that will be a blunder. So I have to move up my queen. So now I have to move up my knight. This is winning already. This might be also winning. Let's develop my pieces. I just captured the pawn. If I bring my queen out here, how will I defend this knight? This queen is hanging. If you push this pawn, that can be possible, but isn't that not good? But instead of that, why not to move my knight over here and then after simply go and capture the. Okay, that's not possible out here. I think this might work, but I'm not sure. Guys, I'm not sure. I just had not calculated this one, but I think that should win. I just attack the bishop. This pushes the pawn. If I somehow be able to capture the rook, then it could be. If I push this pawn, we'll just simply push the pawn. Okay, what should I play? If I go and attack the rook, that's not possible. How can I attack the knight? There is no pawns. Okay, let me try for next one. What is he trying to do? Let's go for castle. Queen comes out here. If I bring my bishop out here, or I can go and capture this one, and then after capture the pawn. Okay, I'll just capture. I'm getting 3 pawns, right? What happened? He just resigned, I think. I don't know. He couldn't wait. And then after I'll capture with the queen or rook. Shall I keep check or simply go and extend? Let me extend everything and it's over. Shall I capture with the queen or capture with the rook? Which one will be best? I think the rook capture is more good because bishop capture the pawn is coming up next. I knew he's going to play this one. Maybe I can move my queen back because there's no square for the knight, or queen could be placed on the d, and playing would take a little more time, so I did utilize it. Okay, let's attack the pawn again. Attacks the rook. Okay, I cannot go anywhere, right? If I move my bishop out here, that will be mistake because knight captures and then after capture that's not possible. So how should I continue? Shall I capture this one, then after rook captures and this capture? Is it possible to be played? Knight will be attack. I think that is the only way because I'm getting a 2 pawns for it. Or I can go for capturing of this one. If this captures, I can capture. No, this is not possible. Because knight is just defending the rook. There is no way to protect this one. So let's capture the rook. But rook, let's capture the. Okay, let's capture this one as well. Rajkumar Rai, great job, Sushil sir. Thank you, Rajkumar Rai. For those who have subscribed ours, and I'd like to thank them, and of course who have liked the streaming. We'll be coming up with many more such streaming, and we will be playing with you guys. So keep supporting us, keep loving us. We'll be there with you guys. Do not go anywhere. Okay, that's my bishop again. So I go with the rook out here, attacking or taking the 7th rank. I think that's the only way. If I capture this, when you capture, I'll capture with the. So let's go. No, he just want to capture the knight. So I need to have some defensive move first. So I go for knight coming out here. You cannot capture this because check is coming up here next. What should I play? Let's go back. Let's go back. Attacks my queen. I'll attack his knight. Simply I'll attack his knight. There's no check, so that's enough for me to win. Here I can go for bishop to b5, exchange everything, and this is completely winning. Is there anything? No, just recapture. Just recapture. He want to go for a mate, but I don't want that to happen. So simply I'll push the pawn. And next, there is no check coming up. So force, I have to capture this. Okay, just capture. Can I go for capturing of this pawn? or I'll just go for capturing of the pawn on the d7. I think d7 is more good because if this comes out here, then I think I can go for check and goes for, yeah, I think d7 is very good. This is completely winning, I guess. Okay, he's giving up another piece. Let me capture that one. Okay, I think this is winning. Just capture and give for check. No, this is not winning still, because there is, if I go and capture, there will be king coming up here, and if I go for check and then rook can come back, it's not mate. So first let me capture. Knight comes out there. Is it possible to defense? Yeah, rook is coming out here, the only way to defense. But there is knight check coming up next. If I give check, then after this goes back, I'll just recapture it. But instead, why not to push this pawn? If I push the pawn, that would be a blunder. Let me. Okay, he just want to give me the pawn. You want to give me this pawn. If I capture this one, then rook might go, king might go here. If I push now, if I capture, king goes there, and then after if I push the pawn, that will be a mistake. So instead, I need to capture this one. Then where will I go my knight? Or shall I push the pawn? If I push the pawn, this pawn cannot be pushed. So let me push the pawn first. Push the pawn. If I push the pawn, rook is coming up. If my knight comes out here, you can push this pawn double. So I have to think of some defensive move as well, because I cannot defend with knight coming on the e3. So there must be something defensive move as well. If I push this pawn, go for pawn double. No, that will be a threat of mating threat. Knight comes out here. Knight goes is not possible. Okay, what should I play? I can bring my rook out here as well. If I will be able to bring my rook on the g3, g6 stable position. Let me try for pawn push. Let me try for it. I don't know if that work or not. Think this might be winning. So let's push the pawn. This is the only move. Okay, guys. Thank you for being here with me. I'll just capture this one. This is completely winning. Knight goes there. Can I go for a knight and the... Okay, this is losing. I think only one game with that will be losing, I guess. I think I will be losing that one. So this might be winning. You cannot protect. Next move check is coming up. So this is losing for me. I don't have anything that could be played. Okay, that's over. I should have resigned that game. So in this case, I can bring my rook here.